As a first-time homebuyer, the answer to whether you should rent or buy a home may not be clear. In the last 20 years, the price of housing has increased at a rate that outstrips wage growth, and rents are so high, leaving tenants stuck in rental properties until they can set enough money aside. Private rental prices have increased at their greatest annual rate for more than 5 years, as demand continues to heavily outweigh demand. For example, in May 2022, the average monthly rent in the UK was £1,100. That's an increase of almost 10% over a year. Mortgages are also getting more expensive because of rising interest rates. In July 2022, first-time buyers faced paying 20% more for their monthly mortgage payments than the start of the year. Knowing whether it is cheaper to rent or buy depends on various factors, such as your current financial situation, how much you can afford. Disadvantages to renting a home. It is true that you aren't building equity in a property. You are paying rent to your landlord, unlike your monthly mortgage payment, which goes towards owning your own home eventually. You are effectively paying your landlord's mortgage and giving him a profit on top. Your family is living in a rented house on a temporary basis. Could have to move if your landlord decides to sell the property, which means you suddenly have to uproot your life and find somewhere else to live. As inflation pushes up the cost of living, your rent goes up as well. Your landlord might decide to increase your monthly rent when your lease is up for renewal. No control over organizing maintenance of your home, so repairs can take longer than you would like. In addition, you can't redecorate without the approval of your landlord. Renters sometimes find themselves battling with the landlord to get their full deposit back. The proportion of people between 25 and 34 who own a house was 55% in 1997 and is now closer to 34%. Some young people will never be able to afford to buy a home, especially if they don't receive any financial help from mum and dad. Renting is usually quicker, cheaper and offers more flexibility. Which is best will depend on each one's personal circumstances. Many people cannot afford to get into the property market, so do not have a choice between buying and renting. Renting is regarded as the more affordable option to explore, but this isn't always true. There are various costs associated with each option, and depending on your financial situation, one path may end up being more expensive than the other. It's best to know exactly what expenses to prepare for before making any decisions. Meet with your agent to discuss your options and see if you can save more by purchasing a home. Getting on the rental ladder is substantially easier, quicker and cheaper than buying a property. This is largely because you won't have to stump up such a large deposit to rent. One big advantage of renting compared to buying is that you don't have to worry about legal and any fees. You will not have a down payment or to pay your mortgage lender or to pay real estate taxes. Just a security deposit equal to 1 month's rent. You don't have to worry about maintenance costs or repair bills. If you rent a furnished place, the furniture and white goods are included. Moving out of a rented home can often be quicker than selling a property. You have the flexibility to move easily to a different type of property or to a different area. Also, short-term tenancies can be as little as 6 months, and you can move after this time if it doesn't work for you. Finally, you don't have to worry about house price movements. Real benefits of owning a home. When you purchase a house, you provide your family their very own space, a home. In the long run, you will have the security of a home without the risk of a landlord booting you out. Moving house is expensive, inconvenient, and sometimes it can be pretty emotional. Besides, you have control over organizing repair works, which might be done quicker than if you were renting. You can decorate your home without asking permission from anyone. Mortgage repayments are a way of saving money, and once you have paid it off, you will own a home. Property prices usually appreciate over the long term. Buying a home means you are also enhancing your wealth over time. Besides, buying your own home is a symbol of accomplishment and success in the society. Finally, while you should think of it as a home rather than an investment, if property prices increase, then you will benefit when it comes to selling it. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get alerts when a new video is posted. You are welcome to write your comments, questions, or concerns you would like to share.